Today I'm going to do a gear review on Bino harnesses. For years I used to hunt with just my binos on my chest and always would run into issues with rain on my optics. And so a couple of years ago I upgraded my binos. I went with a 10 by 42 Vortex Viper and really nice binoculars. When I upgraded, it came with a Bino harness, and I really enjoyed that. I'd never hunted with a Bino harness before, and so it really protected my optics from the weather. These are semi-padded, and so if any impacts or running through brush or any of that kind of thing, protected the binos, kept the dirt and dust and needles and so on off from the lenses. And so for a couple of years I've been taking and enjoying that. But as time has gone on, I've been looking to upgrade. My only issues with this is that they stick out quite a ways from your chest. I was looking for something with a little bit of a sleeker design. Also, they're very noisy, and so not that that's a game changer, but I think I found a pair of Bino harnesses that are slightly quieter, at least, and that are sleeker. They fit a little bit tighter to my body. These have mesh sides on them, and I like to run my wind checkers in those mesh sidings, but these are so tight and so cumbersome to get my wind checker in and out of. I just wouldn't use it for that. On the back there's a mesh pocket, which is kind of it's a zipper mesh pocket, and I would usually run like my Leopold pen lens cleaner and maybe a couple of extra shells and some lip balm or something along that line. I'd run in the back. Anyway, for anybody that wants a very inexpensive way to go to protect your binoculars, these are not bad. As I said, they came with my binoculars, but you can buy them on Amazon or Sportsman Warehouse, or you could go to Skagit Armory here locally for us, and for $26 or $27 get into a Bino harness fairly inexpensively, and it will do the job. So I decided to do some research, and I did some upgrades, and I finally decided on the Marsupial brand Bino harness. Couple of features that it has that I really am impressed with. It is a heavy-duty proprietary fabric. It is a little bit noisy, but not as noisy as the Glass Pack Vortex. It fits a little bit sleeker up on my chest. When you get the straps and things on, it fits a lot tighter. And the other thing that it has a fold-away lid, and so it's out of your way. You can be up on a ridge, and maybe you're deciding to glass for a couple of hours. You can just leave that open, and then you can pull your binos out, glass, put them back in, just leave it open, unless it's raining, and then you could cover them up. The interior of this is a really soft fabric, so it's very quiet, and it's very protective of the optics. So it has a magnet on the bottom, magnet on the top, and it's just easily used. Some other features: it has a front zipper pocket. In that I keep my lens cleaner, my Leopold lens cleaner in that, so I can always update my optics. There's not a lot of storage in it, so that's the only thing I pack in there. It has a back mesh, which is a much higher quality mesh than the Vortex Glass Pack. And in that, I'll carry a couple of extra rounds of ammunition. I'll carry my, lip balm, that kind of thing. The side pocket here, I carry my wind checker, and it's easier and more accessible than the Vortex pouch. So I run that in the side. And then there is a strap on the side here. So if you're hunting in an area where using walkie-talkies is illegal, that's a great place to clip that walkie-talkie. So when I ordered mine, I had decided that I wanted a Rangefinder pouch, and I wanted the standard Bino harness. And so by ordering that, Marsupial actually mollied this in the correct position for a right-handed person. And so it came already fixed up. So that was nice. I ordered the large rangefinder pouch. It comes with a standard rangefinder pouch, but I liked the large because when you're doing your range finding, it falls in and out of that very easily, and the large is not that much larger than the standard. So for that reason, I went with the large. It also has the magnetic catches, and it's also a fold away, just like the binoculars. The buckles on these are heavy duty, much heavier duty than the glass pack Vortex. I really just like how these things are built. They're just great. Talking about shoulder straps, I went with standard shoulder straps, which are just basic straps. The center piece is very small. You can upgrade to a padded mesh shoulder strap, but I decided because I'm packing a padded strap backpack, I didn't need more straps or more thickness to my straps. So these are very thin, and then my backpack goes over the top of those. So for that reason, I went with just the standard straps. They carry two types of bags. They have the standard, which is what I have here, and then they have the enclosed. And the basic difference is the sizes are the same, but the side panels are enclosed. So these side panels come all the way up. And they were developed because of people that hunt in like dry conditions, like down in Arizona. Maybe you're running into a hunting area on a side-by-side and you've got dusty roads. That dust can infiltrate and get into your optics. So they developed that enclosed version. I hunt in the Northwest in central Washington, and that's really not a big issue for us. So for that reason, I went with the standard. The standard runs about $89.99. The enclosed, I think, is $129.99. So I just didn't need that extra feature. One of the things on the open side, or the standard here, you can kind of reach in from the side fairly easy. With a side panel that's a little taller, you end up having to reach in from the top a little more. It's not that much of a difference from what I've been seeing, but it is a slight change you would have to make. These come in three sizes: small, medium, and large. The small is for your typical 10x42 binos. Your medium is for like a 10x50 or 12x50, and the large size is for your 15x56s. If you're in doubt or you want to make sure, you can go to the Marsupial website, and they have just about every optic listed, their sizes, and then what they recommend, which pouch for that. So you can double check with them. These come in a variety of colors. My first choice was Ranger Green, but they happened to be out when I placed my order. So I went with my second choice, which was a foliage. And as it so happens, it's an exact match to my backpack. So it worked out fine for me with that. They also run a coyote, which is a brown color. They run a multi-cam, which is a camouflage type color, and they run a wolf gray, which is kind of a bluish gray type. So some other things, like I said, I got the Rangefinder pouch. I also bought the semi-automatic pistol holster, and that mollies onto the bottom. And not that I would carry it all the time, but if we were hunting in bear country, that might be an option, that you could molly that on, and then you'd have your pistol right there. They also have a revolver holster, and they also have a bear spray can holster that all mollies to the bottom here. And they have a variety of other types of accessories, like a radio pouch and that kind of thing. And they have just different zippered pouches and things for storage. I don't like to carry too much on my binos. I have my bino, I have my rangefinder, I have my lens cleaner, I have a couple of extra rounds of ammo, and I have my wind checker and lip balm, and that's about it. That's about what I run. These are made in the USA, down in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm really looking forward to using these. We're going to Wyoming and hopefully elk and deer hunting in Montana, so we'll do an update after we do them, but I'm highly confident that these are going to do the job. So that's my gear review for today.